Bonjour étudiante. Today we will be learning about French adjectives, their placement in a sentence, and how they change when used to describe certain nouns. Now we know this is a frightening and frustrating concept, so let's begin with what an adjective is. An adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. If an adjective indicates or implies possession, it is called a possessive adjective. And if an adjective describes the noun or pronoun, it is called a descriptive or qualitative adjective, which is the type of adjective we will be looking at today. In English, descriptive adjectives have only one form, but French descriptive adjectives are different as they have four separate forms that depend on the noun's gender and number. There is one form for singular masculine nouns, one form for singular feminine nouns, one form for plural masculine nouns, and one for plural feminine nouns. Sometimes it can get a little confusing, but that's what we're here for. It is usually quite simple to change a French adjective's form from masculine to feminine. All that you have to do is add an E to the ending of the adjective. But some endings for singular feminine adjectives are irregular, depending on the endings the masculine adjectives have for their forms. L'homme gentil, la femme gentille. In the above example, the ending of the masculine adjective form, L, is changed to LLE in order to make it fit the feminine noun. L'homme courageux, la femme courageuse. Here, the masculine singular adjective ending in X will become feminine by changing the X into SE. Here is a complete chart of all of the irregular adjective endings and how they change when they are partnered up with nouns of different gender. Please follow along and repeat the words after they have been spoken. Courageux, courageuse. Gentil, gentille. Imaginatif, imaginative. Secret, secrète. Revers, reveuse. Public, public. Long, longue. Cher, cher. Nouveau, nouvelle. Now that we know about how to alter an adjective to fit the gender of the noun, let's talk about how to make an adjective plural. To make French adjectives plural, all that usually needs to be done is to add an S to its ending. But for some irregular masculine adjectives, the plural form can be either identical to the singular form, or the plural form will end in X. L'homme ennuyeux, les hommes ennuyeux. Les mauvais hommes, les mauvais hommes. Irregular masculine adjectives ending in either X or S do not change from their singular form when applied to a plural noun. Le beau homme, les beaux hommes. Les moraux hommes, les moraux hommes. The irregular masculine adjective, which ends in EAU, changes its ending to EAUX when adapting to a plural noun. And the irregular masculine adjective ending in AL changes its ending to AUX when it adapts to a plural noun. Singular feminine adjectives, irregular and regular alike, follow the standard rule of changing into a plural form by simply adding an S to their endings. Now that we know about how to change an adjective to match the gender or number of its noun, let's talk about its placement in a sentence. In the English language, descriptive adjectives always precede the noun. But in the French language, the adjective typically follows the noun. These adjectives usually describe the noun in terms of color, religion, nationality, social class or standing, shape, or taste. However, in certain cases, the adjectives precede the noun. These adjectives are known collectively as bags, an acronym which stands for beauty, age, goodness or lack thereof, and size. But be careful when you use some of these adjectives. The meaning of the entire sentence can change depending on the placement of the adjective in regards to the noun. Here is an example of why this is important. In this scene, a man has noticed a dog which has been in the mud, and he says, "Vous avez un sale chien." What the man meant to say here was, "You have a dirty dog." But due to the location of the adjective, this is not what he said. What he actually said was, "You have an awful dog." Now the dog is very sad and crying quite a bit, while the woman chases him around angrily and threatens to send him to the cemetery. This is why you need to pay special attention in how you use adjectives in a sentence. That was the end of the lesson. Now you know all about French descriptive adjectives, how to change them to fit the gender and number of the noun in the sentence, and where they go. Have fun describing the people and world around you. Au revoir!